today we are starting on Vastu Shastra, or the science of sacred geometry, that how the different shapes, color, elements, metals can work on us, or it resonate with us, or it forms us more, it helps us in our progression in our daily life. It's an ancient science. It's not now it's developed. It's many years. You still see there in many countries there are old architecture. It's still alive. It's still standing strong. It's been built 5,000 years old, 10,000 years old. So what science they had, and how did they made that structure? How did they understood the air, water, fire? How did they manage the temperature outside? How did they manage the flow? There was no air conditioners before. How did they learn this? How did they implemented this with the use of metals or minerals around them? Because that was easily available at that time. So understanding the sacred geometry, how these shapes and everything has been inculcated into the building, because we live in the building. The building is a part of our life cycle. 30% energy comes from the body, 33% comes from the buildings we live in, and 33% comes from the universe. So aligning all three is our series. So body we have understood in one previous sessions. Now today we're going to decode everything about the spaces we are living in. So let's start the journey looking into the layout and the spaces. Now, the God has created a golden ratio. What is golden ratio is like Fibonacci series. When you go and see how many, anything which is attractive, it's on a golden ratio, 1.16. It's a formula, it's a calculation, it's a mathematics. If you see a flower, it's a beautiful looking flower. If you take the length and breadth and divide with the golden ratio, you'll get anything which is coming near to that golden ratio will resonate the attraction from the world and universe automatically. And no doubt, there are many corporate companies as well who design their logo, who design their colors based on the golden ratio. That golden ratio is also applicable in the houses we make. There is a very old traditional science called temple vastu or ayadi vastu. In that you understand that how the temple architecture is nothing less than an engineering course. Every page is like a big formula that how to put the pillars, the calculation of the pillars, the calculation of the ceiling, the calculation of the walls, the distance of the rooms, the bed positions, the size of the bed, the round or circular or triangle, the shapes matter. Have you ever thought that why all the cricket stadiums are round or oval? Have you ever thought why the married couple woman or the married couple's bed is always round when they show, or for all the kings, especially when it was a time, kings used to have round beds? Have you ever thought that why the TV screens or all the electronic devices are mostly black and gray only, not anything else? So this is all the science. This science was written by our sages. It's written in our Vastu Shastra, and it's been used by even the gods to make, how does the god become god? Because they needed some houses to live in. The houses were made by Vishkarma Prakash. Vishkarma ji, we celebrate that day because he knows the science of architect. Then the gods also needed, these spaces are called alchemy spaces or aligned spaces or consecrated spaces, because it's been designed to develop them. It's been designed by the owner, that who is the king, how that king will rule the empire. It's been designed by that way. It's been, you would say, it's been planned that way for their victories. And then the god also needs the weapon. So these weapons are also designed. These weapons are, each weapon are made of different metals and minerals based on the element of the god. So, they were tuned to this science. They were tuned, then only they become the gods. Then next they need vehicles. The vehicles are also designed by metal, colors, shapes and different angles. Then coming back to their clothes, what they were wearing, that colors and that elements which they are wearing on their body. Some are wearing gold on their body, some are wearing silver metal on their body, some are wearing black clothes, some are wearing green clothes. This all gods are, designed their clothes based on the elements they are coming it from. So it's a complete science, it's a complete 360-degree science, and we're going to decode that science today, that how you can use this knowledge and make your premises the energy balance in that, how you can lift your space, how you can energize your space. And this knowledge has been, holded it back only for the kings. It's not been passed down to normal people or the entire people, because they do not want it at that time that all the people who understand this will become the king. So, but today this knowledge is available, you can Google it, but it's available in bits and parts and here. No consolidated data has been given that there is a sacred geometry. This knowledge can be used by even the people who are like homeowners or females at the home or office owners. It can be used by the interior designer and decorators. It can be used by the yoga and healers who are healing their clients. It can be used for many purposes because it really works. It's an age-old science. That how did all this 5,000, 10,000 years architect is still standing? What was the reason? When I start decoding it to you, you'll understand surprisingly that even the stones, they put it there, the stone also has a male and female, the wood also has a male and female. So they understand the knowledge of it, and then they implemented it, and it becomes a strong structures which are still standing today. So for me, Vastu is an architectural science. It's a science based on sacred geometry and the golden ratio and principles, how to design, how to lay out, how to do measurement, how to do ground preparation, how to do space arrangement, how to do space programming. It's like you have a computer programming, it's called space programming. Let space work for you rather than you struggle with the space or you're not growing from that space. You can even manifest through the spaces. That's the highlight of this entire knowledge.